oven without oven cleaner because it's quite possibly the worst product on any shelf ever because it destroys your lungs. They say it's fume free, but it's not. And it, quite frankly, doesn't even really do a very good job. There are better ways to clean an oven that are not going to hurt your lungs and will not leave disgusting chemical residues to get all over your food for afterwards. So make sure to never ever use anything more harsh than hot soapy water in your oven or your microwave because what's left over will be baked into your food. So please don't do that. There's a much better way, and I'm going to show you. It's called a pumice stick. You probably have seen these before. You can find them at Walmart for like $1.88, and they're by the toilet bowl cleaner because that's usually what they're used most often for, is like a water ring inside. But today I'm going to show you how to clean an oven with them because most people don't know that it's enamel inside your oven and it does not scratch. So if you use a very abrasive thing like a pumice stone, it's not going to scratch it. Most people try and message me like, "Are you sure it's not going to damage my oven?" Yes, I promise it will not damage your oven, but always do a test spot first. So if you're unsure, just do a little spot in the back corner and then test it out for yourself. But we're going to open up this brand new box. So even on the packaging, it shows you all the different places you can use it, like sinks, toilets, rust and paint, carbon buildup. There's the oven. It says right there on there, you can use it in the oven. So we're going to take the plastic off of there. And when I clean my oven, I like to wear gloves with these just because it's kind of abrasive. I've had a scratch on my hand from these, and I don't know, when you're just cleaning, it gets kind of yucky, and then it gets kind of infected and yucky. So I just try and keep my hands as clean as possible when I'm cleaning stuff that is disgusting. I prefer black nitrile gloves. It's the one single-use product that I do actually keep on hand because there's really no substitute for keeping your hands clean. Reusable gloves get really gross and they're hard to maintain. So with pumice stones, they work best wet. So I'm just getting some hot soapy water. Here's my Thieves soap. Get a little soap in there. Have this set aside for right over here. And I'm really lucky because I just moved into this house and the previous owner left this oven so spotless. So it's really not that bad. I did cook quite a few casseroles in here recently, a couple enchiladas and stuff like that. Stuff that's like cheesy and pops and a little bit greasy. So, oh shoot, I'm short. I'm gonna have to get a step stool. 1 second, guys. All right, right here. So you can use it on the glass. It's not going to scratch the inside of this glass because I believe it's tempered. And it's just, like I said, if you're worried, just test it out first. But it's worked for me. I've never had any problems with scratched glass on here. So just get that really good. You just basically scrub anywhere where you see carbon buildup, and what that looks like is just like food splatter or anything greasy. And these coil racks, you cannot bend too high, so you have to be really careful to just work around them. I always suggest cleaning your oven before a big holiday like Thanksgiving or before any like holiday cookie baking or anything like that, because a lot of times the grease and the stuff that's left over can cause smoke, and all that smoke can affect the taste of your food. And let's face it, nobody wants smoky cookies. So let's keep a clean oven. If you just maintain it every couple of months, it's not that bad. If you only clean your oven every couple of years, that can be really time consuming when you do actually have to clean it. So just try to keep up on it. There's going to be some spots where it's really hard to get to because of the coil, so just do your best to get in there. And when there's like tight areas, I usually try and switch to a steel wool. You can use any kind of steel wool. There's different grades of steel wool. I like the really coarse kind. You can use the like fine steel wool 000. This is not that. This is just normal steel wool. But the finer ones are more like sandpaper. So if you're nervous about using something more coarse like the regular steel wool, that's fine too. I just suggest using steel wool 000 dry. So that's why it can be kind of a pain when you're using a wet pumice stone and then having to dry everything, because the wet steel wool 000 can get like rusty on the inside, and then you have to like clean up the rust that got left. So that's why in my old cleaning video I suggested the steel wool 000, but now I'm revising my videos. I'm revising my advice too. I like to use the steel wool on the side because over here it's just really hard to get the stone on those curved surfaces. So the steel wool works really good for all the like bumpy edges and stuff like that. Getting real close here, guys. I'm just gonna pumice the back wall because there's still a little bit of food splatter back there. All right. Finish it up with a little bit of steel wool. And then the other warning I will tell you about pumice stones is I always try and use a rag that I don't mind throwing away or some paper towels to get everything all dried up, because if you leave the pumice stone in the towel and then use that same towel to clean a mirror, you're going to scratch your mirror. So normal mirrors and glass do not hold up well against pumice stones, so that's why I suggest always use something disposable. So if you're going to be using pumice stones and then drying everything up, make sure it's something disposable. So I'll go grab my paper towels real quick. Right back. Just wipe it off real quick. I'm telling you guys, once you get the close-up of this, you're going to be able to see your reflection. That is a beautiful glass oven door. Okay. Just going to get a wet paper towel because some of this is still a little bit yucky. So we're going to use some hot water. And it's not perfect in here. I'm not going to say that it is, but who is perfect? Nobody. So I'm not going to expect perfection of my oven, especially since I've only been scrubbing it about 5 minutes. If I had longer, I'd make this thing spotless, but I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch me scrub an oven for an hour. So, in that amount of time, I feel pretty good about it. Now, anybody who wants to go ahead and put these cleaning things to the test, again, this is a pumice stone. You can find them at Walmart for about $2 in the toilet bowl cleaning section. And then steel wool is just in the normal like sponge area, so pretty easy to find. So yeah, and this is Jessica Gilbert with Sunny Living, showing you how to clean an oven naturally. Make sure to like and subscribe before you go.